Hey, Oakwood small groups. Hey, as you gather together tonight, we are in Matthew chapter 28, 16 through 20. And it's the very last bit of Matthew. And it's in that section it's known as the Great Commission. It's Jesus reminding the disciples that all authority is given to him and that he's sending them to go make disciples by teaching and by baptizing in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I want you to think about that tonight. Certainly you have a chance to ask yourself those 4 questions and think about what that means. I think that's always important that we do that. But I want you to specifically take time to think and maybe discuss as a group. What does that mean to be sent? What does that look like? Is it only for missionaries? Is it only for pastors? Is it only for a special event? Or when we talk about followers of Christ, disciples, does it mean that we're called and we're sent in the everyday of life? Or is it mean that we're called to a specific part of that everyday of life? Or maybe in that week, that's what we're called to, or that month, or that year. Is it something that we continue to renew and are reminded of? When we think about being sent and knowing that Jesus is sending us into the world, what does that mean? When we get sent into the world, it could be as close as our backyard or as far as around the world. It could be with those things and those people that are familiar or in places that is very unfamiliar. It could be in a place that's peaceful, or it could be in a place that's disruptive or hostile. Yet God is calling us to these places that his name can be lifted up, that the good news of what it means for Christ to come into this world and what it does for us and how it transforms us is to be shared by everybody. And if it is, how are we sent and who's sending us? What does it look like as a group if you were sent this week to your family or your friends or the community, or as you went to the store, to just know that you were sent this week? And whoever you encountered, that it was to be encountered in such a way that you knew that you were being sent to share the good news of Christ, about his love and his grace, his calling to us, and that he died on the cross. What does that mean, that he's risen from the tomb, and I live that in the daily as I feel like I'm being sent to the places that I'm going this week? I can't help but think about Isaiah in Isaiah chapter 6. Here I am, Lord, send me. He went to a group of people that didn't want to hear or respond, but he had to be faithful in the going and being sent. Jesus speaks in this very own Gospel of Matthew in 9:37 and 38. He says, pray to the Lord of the harvest that he will send workers. God is calling us to be sent. We are a mobile group of followers that is being called into the world and the world around us that we are in today. All that I'm asking is, what does it mean to be sent? On various Sundays, we will send people as they go from the church or as they move to a different place, or maybe it's someone that's visiting, and we will pray for them and we will send them. What does it look like for you tonight as a group to be sent and to be the senders, to be the ones that will support, encourage, and pray that as this person and as these people are sent out this week, we're praying that God will watch over them and they will faithfully follow his word as they go out into the places, not by chance, but with intention and purpose. What does that look like? What does that mean? How do we practice that in our everyday faith? Take time to talk about that as a group and see what that means as we follow Christ and as we go, as we're sent into the world around us. Have a good night, Oakwood small groups.